What is the best single exercise for balance? Hi, my name is Doug. I've been a physical therapist for 30 years and I specialize in helping people with balance problems learn to walk again. If someone were to ask me for just one exercise to do every single day that would improve their balance, I would tell them to do single leg stands. A single leg stand is where you're holding on to something, usually the back of a chair or a countertop. You put all your weight on one leg and then you let go of that and try to balance on one leg for as long as possible. There are 3 reasons why this really is the best exercise for your balance. First of all, when you're standing on one leg, you're using your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings. It actually is a really good strength exercise. And because you're trying to do it for more than just a few seconds, it's also a way to build endurance. When you look at people that have trouble with their balance, one of the problems that they encounter is they're not strong enough to really resist gravity. So by practicing standing on one leg, if you're out of shape, if you haven't been doing this in a while, it's a pretty big strength exercise. When they've done studies on people's muscle strength, just doing this exercise, it's been shown that there's a significant improvement in strength by doing single leg stands, even for as little as just 1 week. The second thing that really improves with this exercise is your proprioception and your coordination. By forcing yourself to stand on one leg, it improves your awareness of where your body is in space. In order to stand on one leg, you have to have a pretty good understanding of where your center of gravity is and where you are. So by repeatedly practicing it and challenging it, that's a great way to regain your sense of proprioception and whole body awareness. It also improves your coordination because this is something that a lot of people don't try. By standing on one leg, it forces you to kind of refine your movement and improve your coordination for whole body movements. The third thing that it does is it helps you practice the one thing that causes the most falls. When people shift their weight and stand on one leg, that's when they're walking, when they're stepping onto a step, when they're stepping over an object. That's the place that most people experience falls. By continually practicing this over and over again, you're actually improving a skill that can help you more easily resist falls. Now here's an exercise that you can do to improve your single leg standing ability. Okay, we're going to practice single leg stands. You're going to grab the back of a chair, put one foot on the ground, you're going to shift all your weight over that foot, lifting the other leg up, leaning to that side, and then try to let go. You can keep your hands over the chair if you're worried, but try to let go and stand as long as you can on one leg. Your goal is 20 seconds of standing before you have to grab on and do the other leg. And you want to do that on both legs, right and left. My knee is a little bit bent to protect my joint and help my balance be a little better. And you know, your feet are going to wiggle a lot when you do it. That's normal. Now, at home, you might be really struggling with this. You might think, let go, and you immediately fall back down. Don't be discouraged. A lot of people tell me, I can't do that, so I tell them what to do and they don't practice. Like, I can't do that exercise, too hard. This exercise isn't meant to be easy, and when I give that to my clients, I'm giving it to them because I want them to practice standing on one leg, because I want them to repeatedly challenge their balance, even if it's just for 2 seconds. But a lot of people at home, they might think, oh, because I can't do it, that this is too hard for me. The reason you're having trouble is you're not shifting your weight over your other leg enough. When you stand on your left leg, you got to shift your body weight over onto the left so that both your hips are centered over your left leg. If you're not doing that, that's why you're falling back down the other way. And if you want to stop and rest at any point, please do. You can stand and rest or sit down and rest. But do try this for the full 2 minutes. And you notice I'm not really doing 20 seconds because I'm trying to demonstrate it, but at home you could definitely do it for longer if you can. I think we just have, this is the last one actually. We'll just stand on this leg. It's such a great exercise to improve your balance. And we're done. I hope you found this video helpful. Click the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this.